Today I'm going to be showing you guys how my team was able to grow out this e-commerce sporting brand step by step. And this was all after the HCU update. So as you can see here, the website has actually survived, and if anything, it's actually increased a hell of a lot since the actual recent updates on Google. As you can see, we started working with them just past November last year, so it's just coming up for a year. And as you can see now, they are getting 9,000 traffic. They're ranking for 2,200 keywords, and they are currently just bidding on PPC just for their brand, so they aren't actually getting brand jacked. So it's kind of like brand protection, but very minimal amounts is actually being spent. Like I would probably say 99.8% of their actual traffic is now coming from SEO, which is a huge leap for these guys, because if we go back a year, as you can see, they weren't ranking for much. They were probably only getting maybe 100, couple hundred traffic per month through to their website. And as you can see, it's all or mostly UK traffic. 87% of it is coming from the UK. Now, if I was to break this website down, there are currently 800 products on the website live. They are actually pushing to upload another 200 by the end of the year. They have got 40 different categories, and they have got 100 supporting articles. That means like blog content. And link building wise, they didn't have, or they still don't have, a huge amount of budget towards their link building. I believe they're only spending a couple thousand a month on link building right now. That is going to increase by the end of this year, but they've only got 77 referring domains. So from a link building point of view, they don't need that many links. Their content and what the team was actually able to do, they've done a really good job. Very quickly, before we actually deep dive into the step by step of how to actually build out your e-commerce site, if you guys do need help with growing your SEO traffic, make sure to check out casualdash.com. The link is in the description. Fill out the actual contact form, so click on work with me, and I will be in touch. But this is how the actual website structure very much looks like. Now, before you guys click off, I'm going to actually deep dive into this and explain the thought process. So if you guys remember at the start of the video, I said that they've got 800 products, 40 categories, and 100 supporting articles. This is for a golf brand that we are actually working with now. And this is what the website's going to basically look like. Now, there isn't all of their products, but this is just the very start, right? So we've got supporting articles, which is our blog content. What I'll do is I will highlight that in blue. We've got our categories. So the categories is basically the content of which the products actually fall into. So for example, you've got golf clubs. You might have, out of 800 products on your store, you might have 300 golf clubs, and all those 300 fall into the golf clubs category, right? And then last but not least, we actually have got products. I'll make that a better color. We'll go with orange, right? And these are literally just the products. So you've got your product pages, you've got your category pages, and you've got your supporting articles. And the reason why we structure the website like this is because, first of all, our supporting articles can actually internal link to our products and to our categories, which actually pass more link power, and it means that our product pages and our category pages can rank actually higher. And it also prioritizes the categories and product pages. Now, a lot of the time, the supporting articles, they're not going to be the money-making articles. It's more so the actual products that we lead the user through to. So this is kind of like a user journey map, or some people call it a topical map as well. But we're not just done yet. The next step that we're actually going to be focusing on is actually categorizing the products into subcategories. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to pause the video for maybe a couple seconds, and I'm going to categorize all of the actual products into subcategory pages as well. So what I actually have done is I've just removed the products column and I've just separated it into its own sheet. Now, one thing I will say is that this golfing website, I believe it's got over 1,000 products that they want to set live, but this is what we have done so far with the product list that we currently have, right? There's about 90 products in here. Yeah, 90 products. And what we've done is we've actually set this live to be like a product with a category next to it. So we know exactly when we upload the product, which category it needs to go into. So as you can see here, you've got all of the golf drivers. There's obviously 300 golf drivers, right? But we've got like the top 5 here. Then we've got golf putters, and as you can see, we've got again 5 golf putters. We've got iron sets, golf wedges, fairway woods, hybrid clubs, etc., etc. Now, the reason why we are focusing on both product pages, like creating an SEO optimized page for products and also categories, is because of how people search, right? Now, if it is like a more experienced golfer, or somebody that just knows what they want, they're just literally just going to search this and they're going to click on one of these or they're going to click here and they're going to end up buying that actual product, right? Whereas if it's somebody that isn't sure of if they want the Callaway Epic Max driver, they might actually search golf drivers, right? And they might want more of a listicle style article, right? So this is why we've actually categorized our pages or our products. Because when we are adding them to the actual categories, we know, right, okay, we've got, let's say, 250 golf drivers. They all need to be in the golf driver category. And again, you're creating SEO optimized content both at category level, which is what we're looking at right now, and also at product level, which is what we're looking at now. So as soon as the website's live, we're literally ready to go. We've got all the categories that we know that we want to actually optimize for. We know all the products that need to go into every category, and we're basically just off to a running start, to say the least. Now, a few things about the actual products, right? When you are uploading the products, this is one thing that we focus on a lot. Try to have as many different products as if you've got videos as well, that can definitely help, especially when it comes to e-commerce. Not many people actually have videos, like even this website here. I don't believe it's got a video. It's not. Now, I do understand videos can definitely be a little bit hard to actually come by. Oh, actually, no, sorry, I am mistaken. They do actually have a video here. Um, but one thing that you could do to improve this page is if you actually have the product within your warehouse, for example, just literally, if you can take out the box, unbox it, you can literally record the video with your phone, and that means that you're also getting some YouTube SEO traffic as well through to your website. Now, I believe these guys, is this their website? No, it's not. It's not American Golf's website. But again, if you were to actually have a website, or sorry, a YouTube channel in your actual brand's name, again, that can drive sales. It can drive clicks. It can drive clicks and traffic and sales. Let's see if these guys actually have a YouTube channel. I don't think they do. So now that you guys understand the actual website structure, one thing that I'll also show you guys as well is the sole purpose of the actual supporting articles, right? So we've covered categories, we've covered products as well, but the reason for supporting articles. So if I was to actually Google the ultimate guide to choosing the right golf driver, right, this article currently shows up. It is not by any means a perfect article. But what you can definitely do here is internal link to your categories and also internal link to your products as well. Now, they're kind of doing that already with the sidebar links, but it could definitely be better. Let's take a look at some of the other ranking websites. So, for example, these guys, they're internal link into custom golf shafts. I don't believe this is an e-commerce store. Let's try and find an e-commerce store that's already kind of doing this. Let's see. So they've got a video. Yeah, this is what we want, right? These guys, they've internally linked to their actual products. This is like a really good article because they're actually selling the actual product to their internal linking to some golf drivers. But this is what you want to be doing. Another, like, I'm going to go a little bit outside of the actual golf territory here, right? But there is a vape store, buy vapes online, right? These guys, they rank very well and they've got a really good range of supporting articles. So I always go to this store um, when I'm using it as an example, right? So if I do like how to choose your first vape kit, right? You could actually reword this, how to choose your first driver, or your first golf driver. And as you can see, they've got internal links to vape kits. They've also got images of their products as well. So if you guys can do this when it comes to your supporting articles, that can definitely again help drive more sales and more traffic when it comes to like e-commerce as well. Um, Now, if we go back to this, now a few things about e-commerce stores as well is don't always just try to rank category pages. Like for example, if I was to search buy golf clubs, right, you're going to be coming across like some serious big contenders. Or if I was to do like buy golf drivers, right? Like you're going up against American Golf, golfbidder.co.uk. What you should be doing is looking at supporting articles. Obviously, like upload the actual categories. Like we, as an SEO agency, we always get the category pages and also the product pages out the way. But you should also be looking at supporting articles. 9 times out of 10, the supporting articles, they're going to be high search volume. They might not be the highest ROI, but you're going to be able to get a lot of clicks and a lot of traffic, and then Google will be able to see your website as an actual authority figure. And then once you are starting to get more clicks and traffic through to your website with what I like to call like the long tail articles, that's when Google's actually going to be able to trust you for more of the harder to rank for keywords, the more higher ROI keywords. And one other thing that I also wanted to discuss in this video, which I again would say is really important, is making certain that your product pages are actually SEO optimized. A lot of people, they just upload 6,000 products or 500 products through to their website. Now, that's okay. It's probably a good starting point because a lot of people, um, they just wait too late, or they think that they need to make certain that the SEO is 100% of the way there. SEO is never 100% perfect, to say the least. Like what I would always say is make certain that you've got some form of product description that's actually unique. Don't just copy like the manuals of the actual page or the actual product. Like don't just go into Cobra King, Rad Speed, look at their manual and then just upload what's said word by word within the manual. Make the actual description unique. Like these guys, they've done a really good job here. Um, they've also got like different variations and stuff like that. But like the reason why I'm saying make certain that you've got your product descriptions, and these guys, they're not doing it, but you can actually internally link from one product to another, or you can internally link to your category pages from your product descriptions. So these guys, they've got a product description. They've got finance options, which is optional. Some of you guys might be selling like low ticket e-com, so you might not be worried about finance options. And you've got delivery and returns. Again, fairly common practice to actually have that. They do have an internal link to their delivery page. I would have liked these guys to actually have a internal link to other products that they actually sell within their product descriptions. And the last thing that I want to discuss is the actual SEO optimization for category pages, right? So if I go to like, for example, golf drivers, making certain that you actually have the category pages that you've actually got content. Now, these guys, they're doing a pretty decent job with their internal linking. They're actually internal linking to actual brands of golf drivers. So that's always good. So obviously some people might search by golf drivers, some people might search by Callaway golf drivers, some people might search by Cobra golf drivers, so on and so forth. So that's why they're internal linking there. Again, that's another thing that you should be focusing on when it comes to any of your category pages here, right? Um, have they got any more content? They could definitely add in a couple hundred more words of actual content. Like again, if I go back to the vape store, buy vape online, right? These guys, they do a fairly decent job when it comes to their SEO content on their actual category pages. So you disposable vapes online, that's just a category, right? Because it holds all of the actual products. But as you can see, they've got a fair bit of content there, and on, yeah, there we go. They've got a lot of content here. So you could actually have FAQs about the category, right? So if we go back to our page here, right? So golf balls, right? Again, golf balls, fairly boring products, but if we were to just search by golf balls, actually, we'll click on American Golf, see what these guys are doing. So as you can see, internal links right at the top. That's fairly common SEO practice nowadays, I feel. I feel like a lot of websites do that. Then they've got the FAQs right here, right? So this is, again, like, this is good SEO. I mean, I know American Golf, they're like a monster brand. Don't know if they're just in the UK or if they're worldwide, but actually, American Golf, of course, they're definitely going to have an American website. But having FAQs on your actual category pages can definitely help as well. Again, so like it can help you. It can definitely help rank that page for all sorts of questions as well. So just make certain that you're doing that. To be fair, these guys, they've got a fair bit of content. But this is like a really good example of an actual SEO optimized content page. Let's see what their products pages are like. They've got okay product pages. Actually, it's fairly decent. I would probably say it's probably the standard nowadays. But yeah, that is basically a step-by-step process of how we were able to rank a e-commerce store. There was nothing really special. Like, this is what I like to call just good SEO, making certain that you've got products, you've actually categorized those products, and then you're just building out supporting articles. And then again, it comes down to how far down you want to categorize products as well. Like, some people, they subcategorize products. Like, for example, these guys, right? They've obviously got golf drivers as the main category, but then they've got Callaway golf drivers, Cobra golf drivers, Ping golf drivers, tailor-made golf drivers. So all of those are basically subcategories within the golf drivers page. But again, that completely comes down to how extensive of a product range that you actually have. If you've got like 10, 20 products, you might say, well, actually, I've not got any Callaway golf drivers, or I've not got the one step underneath. So you can just go after the one category. It doesn't need to be as extensive. But again, it comes down to how many products that you actually have. Like what I mentioned with these guys, they're going to have over 1,000 products. Like with the SEO case study that we are talking about before, those guys had 800. So again, it comes down to how many products that you actually have on your website. But that has been the video. As always, if you guys have enjoyed the video, please remember to leave a like and also subscribe. And if you guys do want a growth strategy call for your website, or maybe you're struggling to rank or you don't know how to get started, check out garagedash.com, fill in the contact form, and I will get back to you. Thanks for watching.